Big. Big big big. Big 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 big. Everything has to be big. Does it not? I do not entirely comprehend our nation's obsession with big. With size. Why is the size of things so vitally important? I have a couple of theories. I think it is obvious at this point in our culture that we always want more. More, bigger, better, stronger, faster, tougher, more expansive, more efficient. And better tasting, of course. I have a great passion for food, so I am throwing that in there. We want what we do not have. And what we do have is often not enough. I think this comes from not being able to see and really appreciate what is right in front of us. Or perhaps we do not always see its value. Our eyes are oftentimes bigger than our stomachs. In the literal sense, this is not possible naturally. Except perhaps for some supermodels. But when I am hungry, which granted is a lot, I will often cook, or order more than I can eat. Being hungry, a couple of burgers for instance are going to look better than just one. Yet I know from experience that one will fill me up and be just fine. I know I am oversimplifying this concept, but it is important to understand just how often most of us do this, and why. In my case, I want to make sure that I am full, and not wanting. There is a strange unconscious fear of not having enough. That is why we overindulge. But in doing so we lessen the value of the object that we either desire, or already have. Back in the old days they used to hunt and gather. At that time it was necessary for our survival. More was better because they did not want to starve. Having so little makes one really appreciate what things you have. That instinct never left us, though it is far less of a necessity now. It has simply become a fear of either not having enough, or not being satisfied. The truth is we do not need much. Many do not have much at all and are quite happy. Christmas is another good example. Every year the younger of us want more things for Christmas. Or whatever holiday you celebrate that involves the giving and receiving of gifts. Anyway, we always seem to want something new, and often forget what we have gotten the previous year. All I wanted for Christmas was toys when I was a kid. These mornings socks, sweaters, and anything practical was thrown to the side in the mad search for more fun things. Now looking back, I really did like some of the clothes and practical stuff I received. I am grateful for it, and truly wish I had been more grateful for other things back then. Like the family that decided to spend the money on such gifts. And the toys I had gotten the previous year? Either forgotten or overshadowed by the promise of more. New and improved and shiny. Bigger and better. Or was it? The next year those two had been forgotten or at least less appreciated. The things I had back then, like the friends I knew, should have received more attention than they did. I did not recognize their value, their beauty, their worth. Now I really look for those things, and have changed for the better. Last year there was a nice coat that I wanted, but it was kind of expensive. I ended up with a cheap coat from Walmart and I am glad I did. It is a good warm coat that keeps off the rain and snow. Back then I could not really see the value of said coat, but it works terrific and I like the color. Movies. Big special effects, big budget, bigger named actors, and heck, even bigger buckets of popcorn. I understand as well as a movie buff. But it is really not that important to me. I love science fiction and fantasy, as long as it has heart. And that is what I find lacking in most movies nowadays. It may have huge effects and look spectacular. But does it really speak to us? Does it really make us think? Make us feel? Make us dream? That is my kind of movie. I do not need all the bells and whistles. Just effort, passion, and heart. Just to know that they care is enough to earn my respect. And then there is us. This is something I have talked about before, but still do not entirely understand. Humanity's obsession with looks. Not just good looks, but the absolute best. with often little to no thought put into what is inside. Many, or perhaps most in this day and age, simply cannot tolerate what they see as being physically imperfect. Even if the heart, mind, and soul are the most amazing aspects of a person's being, that does not seem to matter to most anymore. Even if we recognize ourselves as perfectly attractive, most will see us as not perfect enough strictly based on what is on the outside. I am done talking about this concept for now. Humanity will not evolve. You cannot as a species get past this. I understand that. But I still hope that some people are thinking, analyzing, really looking at things and people, genuinely trying to see the beauty and value within. We must learn to more appreciate ourselves as well. And perhaps that is where the real problem lies. We have to ask ourselves why. Why is this, or that, not enough? Why would we not be satisfied? What hunger is really unfulfilled in us? Do we truly appreciate ourselves? If not, then how can we truly appreciate another? I do not think we ask ourselves enough questions. Like what we want, what we need, and why. We do not talk about it enough. No matter what holiday you may celebrate, I hope it is a happy one. Even if you have no presents, family, or friends by your side, you will have me to care. Peace, friends.